feeling paranoid.
Nah, I can't eat.
I'm so paranoid.
I'm so paranoid.
I'm really paranoid.
I'm fucking paranoid. Prepare slaughter for all these wicked bastards. They got a target on us, we the ones they coming after. What a disaster when they blast us, they be filled with laughter. This only happens cause we wanna join hands with massa. I'm tired of seeing my people fall like dominoes. It's a perpetual hatred, they diabolical. That's why they gotta go, we living in Babylon. I'm just trying to clear my mind while I'm riding in this Avalon. Cops get behind me, I hear them sirens. Will I die by the hands of these murderers and tyrants? And if so, bury me a fucking soldier. That's why these devils got a dime. I'm tired of looking over my shoulder. I'm paranoid.
Paranoid.
I can't sleep.
I'm feeling paranoid.
I can't eat.
I'm so paranoid.
I'm so paranoid.
I'm really paranoid.
I'm fucking paranoid.
Paranoid.
I can't sleep.
I'm feeling paranoid.
I can't eat.
I'm so paranoid.
I'm so paranoid.
I'm really paranoid.
I'm fucking paranoid. Our neighborhoods get gentrified, killing us is genocide. Even if we put our hands up, we feel we finna die. They killing us like George Floyd, all sin we must avoid. Every time I see a cracker cop, I'm feeling paranoid. In Maine, that's a damn shame. I thank the Lord he put me in a position to make a change. And even though my people looking at me strange, when I explain how the white man the devil, we gotta break them chains. We've been deceived with a lot of tricks, try to distract us with the bread and the circus given through politics. Until that old serpent get destroyed, I gotta watch my back, cause these devils got me paranoid.
Paranoid.
I can't sleep.
I'm feeling paranoid.
I can't eat.
I'm so paranoid.
I'm so paranoid.
I'm really paranoid.
I'm fucking paranoid.
Paranoid.
I can't sleep.
I'm feeling paranoid.
I can't eat.
I'm so paranoid.
I'm so paranoid.
I'm really paranoid.
I'm fucking paranoid.
Man, there's a certain feeling you get when you see them red and blue flashing lights behind you when you drive and minding your business. You feel like it could be your last day on this earth. We can't even sit in our living room and eat a bowl of ice cream without getting shot dead, you understand? These are the curses we living out as Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians. But the Isupk under Commander General Yohana, we the solution, man. You understand? The day will come when the Lord will have his vengeance. My people, endure to the end and be strong. Hey, Shalom Israel, this is the Israelite School and University on Practical Knowledge, started out of 1 West 125th Street out of Harlem, New York, under Commander General Yohana. This is Priest and Officer of 1000 Habanah, and this is the Isupk Houston Wednesday Law Class. Alright, so what I want to get into today, like as you see in the title, it says, lose the things you love in order to live. Like, what does that mean? What does that mean to you when it says lose the things that you love in order to live? It's talking about everything that you desire in the world, all the things that you lust after, you know, all the things that are against the Most High in Christ, you understand, against the Lord. You have to lose those things. You have to let it go. You have to let go, you know, those certain people in your life that just only want to walk in wickedness and only want to lead you down a wicked path. You have to let go of all those lusts, you know, cigarette smoking and weed smoking and, you know, prostitution, stripping, you understand what I'm saying, pornography, anything that is against the Lord. You have to lose those desires in order to live. You understand what I'm saying? The thing about it is, when you become a new creature, when you come into the truth and you walk in the ways of the Lord, you become a new creature, meaning the old person has to die. You can't just say, hey, look, I'm gonna put you to the side for now. I'm gonna put you away for now. I'm not gonna, you know, I'm just gonna stop doing some of the things I was doing, but I'm not gonna kill off, you know, who I used to be. What that means is you're gonna end up going back to those things that you desire, that you lust after. If you don't fully put away the old person, if you don't fully kill the old person, you understand what I'm saying? The old person has to die in order for the new person to live. So you have to lose the things that you love in order to live. So, you know, you got to put the weed away. Even though you love the weed, I understand you're gonna argue up and down that there's nothing wrong with smoking weed. Weed is from the ground, and it's a herb, and it's from the grass, and the Lord made it, and it doesn't do any harm. We understand that you're gonna, argue to death about that weed because you love that weed. It's no different from a crackhead arguing about crack. It's no different from anybody arguing about whatever that's in their heart to do, their lustful desires. They're gonna put an argument for that. But that doesn't mean just because they put up a good argument or a good, they being stiff neck about it, doesn't mean that it's, you know, the way that the Lord wants you to go. All right. Um, and do like what we gotta do is we have to we have to understand that you know we have to understand that there's like there's a certain sacrifice that has to take place. You have to sacrifice in order to walk in the ways of the Lord. I have to figure out the right word to say. You have to sacrifice all those things that you used to love doing it. You have to make a huge sacrifice in order to, put those things away. You have to, the Christian church has deceived you into believing, has deceived you into believe. Hey, you gonna read for me, Ron? Okay, the Christian church has deceived you into believing that, coming into the ways of the Lord is supposed to be a good feeling, a good thing. Well, okay, how can I put it? It's not to say it's not a good feeling, right? Because it is a good thing to know that you're an Israelite and that the scriptures are pertaining to you, and all these things. The truth is pertaining to you, the 12 tribes of Israel, all of that, right? That is a good feeling to know. But what you don't know, and what the Christian church don't tell you, is how you're gonna suffer. You know what I'm saying? Even Christ said that. Like, you're gonna suffer for my name's sake. You're gonna be persecuted. You understand what I'm saying? You're gonna go through trials and tribulations. Like, just because, just because things get a little tough, that doesn't mean run away. You understand? Give me Deuteronomy chapter 5 and 32 real quick. The Lord has told us to walk in a certain way, in a certain manner. There are certain things that we have to do in order to live. What is living? Go ahead. You got the microphone? Is there a microphone? Okay, go get that one over there. That's the only other one. Go get it. Say that again.
The truth.
What is living? Not just the truth. What do you have to do to live?
Fight.
No. I need the answer. What is living? Go ahead, Ron.
Following the law, statutes, and commandments.
Damn right. Following the law, statutes, and commandments is living. So if you're not following the law, statutes, and commandments, that means you're dead to the Most High. You're not living. You understand what I'm saying? You're not walking in the ways that the Lord commanded you, so that means you're not living. You're like the living dead. That's what you really are. You're like a walking zombie because you are living in your own lust. You're not following after the Lord. You understand what I'm saying? Read what you got, Ron.
Khan. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 5, verse 32. You shall observe to do therefore as the Lord your God hath commanded you. You shall not turn aside to the right or to the left.
You have to follow. You have to walk in the path that the Lord has commanded you to walk. Follow what He told you to follow. Don't do what you want to do. Don't get distracted by what's to your left and what's to your right. Have tunnel vision on following these laws. You understand what I'm saying? You have to have tunnel vision. Like when it comes to everything else, you got tunnel vision. When it comes to smoking that blunt and seeing how long you can hold it in, what I forgot what it's called when y'all stand in a circle and you hold a train or whatever it is, when you hold it in and then you pass it around until it come back to you, and that's when you let it out and then puff another one. You got tunnel vision when you're doing that. When you in that car and you wanna fog up the car, you got tunnel vision when it come to that. You understand what I'm saying? Like that's what what we got low on the volume or something. When it come down to, maybe I could probably put it a little closer. I had it a little further back. Ain't that toward? Well, look, yeah, it look still a little low. 1, 2, mic test. One, two. Yeah, so at the end of the day, yeah, that look a lot better. When you got tunnel vision when you riding in that car with your homeboys and y'all want to fog up the car, you understand what I'm saying? And then that lawman pull up behind you, you know what I'm saying? You got tunnel vision then, you understand? But you're supposed to have tunnel vision when you're walking that path for the Most High. It's a very narrow path, so you have to have tunnel vision. You have to focus. It's like walking a tightrope. If you think about a tightrope, if you walk in a tightrope, can you pay attention to what's to your left and to your right? You can't, right? You can't pay attention to what's going on. Why? What is a tightrope? I'm asking you a question. You don't know what a tightrope is? It's one of them little it's like a rope that they it's like a rope that they tie that's strong enough to hold the person that's walking across, but it's a rope that you're standing on. And you have to balance. They usually have this little stick in their hand. It's a real long stick to kind of help them balance. That's what a tightrope is. If you walk in that tightrope, do you see them looking to the left and trying to see what's going on, the person calling them, or looking to the right, like to the left and to the right? Do you see them doing that? What do they focus at? They focus is straight ahead. They like doing this. They trying to like, you know what I'm saying? They holding their breath and everything. They doing whatever they can to make it across. Well, that's how you got to be when it comes to the Most High. That's how you got to be when it comes to living in this truth. You have to focus until the end. Not halfway through you want to lose focus. You got to focus till you get to the other side. You know what I'm saying? Because guess what? If you don't focus till you get to the other side, what's going to happen? You're going to fall off. You understand? Now, why would you go? Like, think about getting all the way almost to the end. You got like 2 more steps, and then you fall off. Think about that. That's horrible. Now, you're not going to want to get back up and start over because you knew how hard it was just to get all the way there. That's why you get people that leave the truth and don't come back. That's why you get people that leave, that fall off, and you never hear from them again. Because they think about how hard it was to get that far, and they hate to start over. You know what I'm saying? Like, those people that go start their other groups, that's why they don't come back to the Isupk. Because they fell off, or their leader fell off, and say, you know what, I can't go back there, because I can't start all over. I can't be a trooper again. It was a tough road coming all the way down from a student all the way to officer of 1,000. Officer of 5,000, you know what I'm saying? It was hard. It was not an easy road. You had to put in work to do that. Well, guess what? That's why they don't come back. Everybody always asks, well, why we can't get along? Why we can't sit at the table? Well, they don't want to sit at the table. They don't want to come back to the truth. See, remember, the truth didn't leave them. They left the truth. They don't want to come back because they understand that it's a tough road. So it's better to just stay focused and never fall off. You understand? So it says, you shall not turn aside to the right hand or to the left. You got to stay focused, keep forward. Go ahead.
Verse 33.
And on a tightrope, can you go backwards? You can't go. I mean, I've never seen it done. I ain't never seen nobody that skilled to just be like, you know what I'm saying? And just tiptoe their way backwards. Damn sure not spin around on it and turn around. So the only way you can go is forward. That's how it is with this truth. You can't move. You can't be trying to go backwards. You got to go forward. If you backtrack, then guess what? You're going to fall off. You understand? Go ahead.
Verse 33. Ye shall walk in all the ways which the Lord your God hath commanded you, that ye may live.
So it says, ye shall walk in all the ways which your Lord God had commanded you, that ye may live. You have to lose the things that you love in order to live. You have to. You love that weed smoke. You love that strip club. You love all those things. Well, guess what? You have to lose it. And what's going to happen is, you keep playing, you keep testing the Most High. The Most High going to humble you. The Most High going to make something happen. He going to make something shake in your life that's going to tear you up. And either you're going to learn from that and you're going to say, you know what? I got to get it together. Or you're going to continue walking, being the living dead, and then you're going to die for real. Like, the Lord ain't playing with us. We getting very close to the time, like, we getting close to the end. You know what I'm saying? Nobody know the day or the hour, but Everybody see what's going on in the world. Everybody see what's going on in the earth. It's not hard to know that we're definitely getting close. With all the plagues and pestilences and natural disasters, we're getting very close to the end. Now is not the time to fall off the tightrope. Now is the time to make it to the end. Everybody understand? Go ahead.
And that it may be well with you, and that ye may prolong your days in the land which ye shall possess.
Give me John 14:6.
You
You want to know which way you're supposed to go? Follow Christ. Follow the footsteps of Christ. That's the way you're supposed to go. If you don't know anything else, you pick up a Bible for the first time, you know, okay, let me go, what example I need, or you hearing about it for the first time, follow the example that Christ left behind. Because Christ is the truth. Go ahead.
This is the book of John, chapter 14, verse 6.
Mm-hmm.
Yahweh saith unto him, I am the way, the truth, and the life.
Christ said unto him, I am the way, the truth, and the life. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you want to live, follow after Christ. You want to know the way, follow after Christ. You want to be in the truth, follow after Christ. That's what he's saying. Follow me. Don't follow that lust. Don't follow that greed and lust and love for money. Don't worship that. Don't follow that. Don't follow, these pagan holidays. Don't follow that pork, that shrimp, that crab, that lobster. You understand? That all those abominations of the sea. Don't follow that. Follow what Christ left behind. You understand what I'm saying? Follow these laws, statutes, and commandments that the Lord left for us to follow. And have tunnel vision while following them. Go ahead.
No man cometh unto the Father but by me.
There's no way that we can just skip over, or get past Christ and try to go to the Lord like, hey, I'm here. Like, there's no way. You have to go through Christ. Hey, Julian, flick that light switch. You have to go through Christ. What does that mean? Read about him. Understand what he was about. Follow his ways. Follow the things that he set forth for us to follow. You understand what I'm saying? Those broke or something? Okay, no sweat. Follow after Christ, man. That's what we have to do. Like, we have to walk in his ways. He says, Christ, I'm going to read it again. It says, Christ, Yahweh said unto him, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man cometh unto the Father but by me. Like, there's no way. He's the mediator for us. Think about, like, you going into court. The Lord is the judge. And who is your lawyer? Christ. Christ is your attorney. There's no way the judge is going to just grant you mercy without your lawyer pleading this case for you. That's what Christ is there for. You got to give him something to plead, though. You got to give him something. You've been a whore all your life, and all of a sudden now you want, Lord, please help, please, Christ, please vouch for me. Christ's going to be like, man, you ain't give me nothing to work with. Think about a lawyer. You get a lawyer. What is that lawyer going to do? That lawyer is going to call you, contact you. You're going to have to sit down with that lawyer, a few times while you're locked up. And that lawyer is going to ask you, well, do you got anything, any evidence I can put forth in your case? Do you got any witnesses? Do you know, like, who can I contact? That's the first thing that they ask you to do. Well, I'm trying to contact this person. I'm trying to get this surveillance. I'm trying to get that on your behalf. They're trying to gather evidence that will exonerate you. Well, you got to give Christ some evidence for him to exonerate you, to actually plead your case so that the judge can exonerate you. That would be the Most High. If you ain't trying to walk in the ways of the Lord, you want to follow your own lust, you want to follow after all the things that you love, and you don't care, you like to hell with what the Bible says, to hell with what Christ is saying, I'm going to do what I want to do. Well, guess what? When it comes time for you to sit in that courtroom with the Most High at the helm, with that gavel in his hand, and you say, hey, Christ, you going to help me out? Christ's going to sit back like, hey, look, depart from me. I don't know you. You're going to have to find another lawyer because he's not going to be able to vouch for you. But then the Bible says there's no way to the Father but me. So if Christ dropped you as his client, then how you gonna get mercy? You can't. So you don't want to be that one stuck in that judgment when judgment day comes, stuck in that courtroom, sitting up there looking stupid, trying to defend yourself. And the only way you can get to the Lord is through Christ. So that ain't what you want to do. Go ahead.
Connor Wakar, verse 7.
Oh, Salakia, that's it on that. Give me Matthew chapter 10, verse 37 real quick. See, there's a lot of things that we love. There's a lot of things that we love, but the things that we love, think about it like this. Have you heard the saying before that the things that are good for you may not always be good to you? And then the things that are good to you may not be good for you. So the things that you love and lust after, just because you love it, just because it feels good to you, or just because you enjoy it, doesn't mean that that's the best thing for you. Sometimes the good things, the healthy things, the right things are hard to swallow, like the hard pill to swallow. Sometimes that's the pill that's hard to swallow be the pill to save your life. That's that pill you got to take that's gonna cure you or whatever you got going on. The hard pill to swallow. You understand what I'm saying? It may not be easy. It may be a big old horse pill. You like, man, I got to fight to, get this done. I need to drink a whole liter of water or whatever. But once it go down and it dissolve, you're gonna be feeling a lot better. That's this truth. It's hard to swallow, but once you finally digest it, you're living now. You saved your life. You understand what I'm saying? Read what you got.
Connor Wakar, this is the book of Matthew, chapter 10, verse 37.
Mm-hmm.
He that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me.
This is what Christ said. He who loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me. You want to celebrate Father's Day? You want to celebrate Mother's Day because you just want to make your mama feel better? What is it about? Is it about pleasing your mom and your father, or is it about pleasing the Most High? Is it about walking in the ways of Christ, or is it about doing whatever your mom and your dad want you to do? If your mom and dad is against the Lord, or doing things that is against the Lord, like, you have to figure out which one you're going to prioritize. Because the scripture says no man can love two masters. So it's not saying you can't love your parents. You can love your parents, but if your parents are leading you down a path of unrighteousness, then who you going to choose? You're going to choose righteousness, or you're going to choose the wickedness that your parents are leading you down. See, that honor thy mother and thy father, that ain't pertaining to listening to them when you do, like, when it come down to doing wickedness. They can't use that. Well, the Bible say honor your mother and your father. Well, that don't mean celebrate Mother's Day, Mom. That ain't what that's talking about. Honor your mother and your father is talking about, having respect for them in their older age, when they get to a point where they really need help, your helping them take care of themselves. When they get to that point, they may not be able to see like they used to, so they may need you to, hey, can you, if you could, if you got time, can you drive over here to the grocery store and grab me a couple of things? No problem, Mom, I got you. Because she can't see, she can't drive. You understand what I'm saying? Or, she may need help, getting to and fro, to her seat, to the car, whatever. Like, that's honoring your mother and your father, meaning you looking out for them, because guess what? It was a point in time where you couldn't take care of yourself. It was a point in time where you didn't know how to feed yourself. You didn't know how to change your diaper. And who did it? They did. They took care of you when you couldn't take care of yourself. So that's what it's talking about, honor your mother and your father. It ain't talking about, because you're having a conversation with them, they could just talk to you. You're grown. You are grown. You know what I'm saying? You grown as hell. They just talk to you like any kind of way. And you're supposed to just sit there and just accept it. No, that's not what that's talking about. That you could still, speak up for yourself. That ain't, you're not dishonoring your mother by telling her, hey, Mom, look, hey, look. You know what I'm saying? I respect you, I love you, but you can't just, you can't just handle me like that. I'm not a little kid anymore. We can have a conversation now that we're adults. You know what I'm saying? And I'll be and be respectful. You show that respect that they taught you. I still call my mama ma'am. Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I still do that. But I don't mean I'm going to let my mama just cuss me out. I'm not going to, hey, mama, dang, you ain't got to, like, what's going on? Why it ain't that serious. Like, let me just call you back then. You don't have to sit there and, like, that's not honoring them. Honoring them is looking after them when they really need you because they can't look after themselves. Does that make sense? So if they're telling you, hey, if you don't celebrate Mother's Day, you're not honoring me. The Bible say honor your mother and your father. Well, that's a lie. You don't have to follow Mother's Day in order to honor them. You have to leave that alone. And guess what? If that means you have to lose your mom because you don't want to celebrate Mother's Day, if you got to lose her, then read that one more time.
Color one card. He that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me.
You see it right there. He that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me. That's what Christ is saying. So if your mama is saying, hey, either, follow Mother's Day, or you know what, you ain't got to worry about hearing from me no more. Well, guess what? What are you going to do? You're going to have to, now you got an ultimatum. Now you're going to either barbecue meal do. What is it going to be? Me? I'm going to choose to serve the Lord. So if that means not hearing from my mom anymore, shalom. Guess what? Did Christ, was Christ's mother walking with him? No. Christ's mother wasn't with him. Did that stop him from pushing the truth and doing what he needed to do? It didn't stop him. It is what it is. Keep reading.
Color one card. And he that loveth son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me.
Guess what? Them birthdays, boy, that's a tough cookie right there. People come in that truth, but my baby, we've been celebrating his birthday. He just turned 8. She just turned 8. We've been celebrating it for 78 years now. I don't know what to tell them. How am I stop doing it? I'm just going to celebrate this one last birthday. Even though you know the truth, you got to celebrate that one birthday. Then that one birthday going to turn into another one and another one. And you ain't going to be able to stop. So what's more important? Throwing that child a birthday party or serving the Lord? It's serving the Lord for me. See, the thing about a birthday party is, to be honest with you, kids really don't, the whole cake and the whole, inviting everybody over and all that. Yeah, that's cool, but really they want them gifts.
Right.
They want them gifts. Let's get down to it. Let's just call it what it is. Like, I remember when I was a kid, I was trying to skip all that anyway. Like, I'm like, man, we taking all this time. Like, first we got to eat the pizza and all the food and stuff. And now we got to sing happy birthday with the cake and do all that. Then we can get to the gifts. Well, I was the type of person, like, I didn't gobbled up my food. I don't even care about the cake. I'm like, man, come on, y'all ready to do the birthday cake thingy? Let's do it. Let's sing it. I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to rush everybody. Everybody's still eating and have a good time. I'm like, hey, I'm ready to blow out the candles. I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to rush through it because I'm trying to get to that new PlayStation that's sitting up in there waiting on me. Right. That's what I'm trying to do. Me and my friends, we trying to play the game. So I'm trying to get to that. Y'all sitting up here trying to the party really for y'all.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You really throwing a party to look good for your friends. To say, oh, that's a good mom. Look at her. She just threw this beautiful big old bash at Chuck E. Cheese for her child. Meanwhile, they having fun playing the game, but they ain't really worried about the ceremony. They ain't worried about all that crap. I just want to play some games. I want to, bowl the ball. I want to do that, and then I want to get to my gifts. You know what I'm saying? That's what mainly kids are focused on. So guess what? Why even go through the whole ritual, the paganistic, I don't even know if that's a word, but the pagan ritual of the whole celebration when you can just give them gifts. And you don't have to wait till that day to give them gifts. You can give them a gift when they earn it. Any day of the week, any month of the year. Like everybody understand, right? You don't have to celebrate one day. When they do right, you give them, reward them. When they mess up, take it from them. It's very simple. It's not hard. And those whole birthdays and Christmas, all of that stuff is geared for the market to thrive. It's geared to, if you don't throw no birthday parties, Chuck E. Cheese, do you really think Chuck E. Cheese would be as popular as it is? Now, people go to Chuck E. Cheese to have fun. Don't get me wrong. People go to Chuck E. Cheese and, all these other little places that throw birthday bashes. They go there to, play games and stuff. That's cool. But what really make them the money? Them birthdays. Them birthdays they make a killing on them birthdays. Do you know how many people they be making room? They be reservating 50 for 50 people. Do you know how much that is? Like all them pieces you gotta buy to feed people, all them tokens and stuff you gotta buy to make sure everybody can play those games. They making a killing that day. And that's where they make their bread and butter. Just throwing birthday parties every day. That's where they make their money. If you didn't do that, then they wouldn't thrive. This white man society would not thrive without us feeding them. And you're doing wickedness to do it. You're going against the Most High to do it. And you can save a lot of money. I'm gonna tell you right now, you can save a lot of money and stress if you just stop following wickedness. You'll save a lot of money. Christmas, man, do you know how much relief it is to not have to be focused on trying to get everything for one day? I gotta get a bike. I gotta get because you got multiple kids. You gotta get multiple stuff. I can't get this one a bike without getting this one because they're going to be tripping and they're going to be fighting. Then I ain't got time to be hearing that. I at least got to get this one a skateboard or some skates. Get this one a little bike with training wheels. I got to get this one a basketball and a fire truck because you like fire trucks. I got to go do this. I got to get that. He asked me about this game system. He asked me about this. And you got to go on certain days in order to achieve what you want. You got to go on Black Friday to get a deal. But you can risk dying on Black Friday to get trampled on. Just, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's all messed up. This whole society is all messed up. You gonna risk going into the store on Black Friday because and then they mark down old stuff. You got the cheapest TV be on sale. It be a TV you never even heard of. It be give me I don't even know.
Hisense.
Hisense that made a name for themselves on Black Friday. Where the hell did they come from? I ain't never heard of no Hisense, even Vizio. Remember, now Vizio, don't get me wrong, Vizio is a good brand now. It's a household name now. But I remember it made its mark on like a Black Friday. Nobody had heard of it. And then all of a sudden, it just pop up, Vizio, $2.99, 50-inch. Now people are like, oh my God, I gotta get that 50-inch. Is it HD? Oh my God, we gotta get in there. So now you trampling over old, what is you doing in that line? You 60 years old, what is you doing? You can't compete with them young people. You know what I'm saying? Them young people, listen, you got little strong 18-year-old, 19-year-old, 20-year-old legs ready to just run over you. Go ahead, Ron.
And Salaki, if I may, sometimes your trouble even start before you even get in the store because you got to fight somebody for a parking spot.
Oh man, the fight
at your car.
Good night. The parking spot, in the line. If it looked like somebody trying to skip you, you got hey, that's my spot. That's my spot. Now y'all fighting. Like, come on, man. Like, good night. And then the door busters. As soon as they raise that gate up, you flying in up, man. You about to kill the staff. Don't be Lord be with the staff. The person they send out there that got to open the gate. Lord be with that person, cause I know they be scared for their life. It's like being in front of a goddamn stampede of angry bulls. You in front of you gotta you peeking out that. God, oh shit, man, I gotta. You know what I'm saying? You got to get yourself together. You got to gather yourself together before you open that damn gate. Because I'm telling you, they're going to storm in there, and you're going to have to make yourself real skinny. As soon as you open that thing, you got to turn. You got to get up out of there. You know what I'm saying? You almost got to just, raise it up and run. Because I'm talking about they are coming in there, and somebody going to fall over, and they going to get stepped all on, man. I'm talking about just stomped on. All on their head, and people die every time. Somebody gonna die. Somebody gonna get trampled. That trampling stuff is crazy. It'll leave you paralyzed, all that stuff. It's not really funny because it's serious. Like, people getting, like, that's a horrible way to die. Think about it like that. You just on the ground, you can't do nothing about it. You got just hundreds of feet. Big people, like, think about somebody my size coming through there, hey, I'm getting that TV, and I'm just stepping all on your head. That's horrible. That's a horrible way to go. So, stay away from that wickedness, man. That's what happens when evil is in the midst, death happens. That's why you got to lose what you love in order to live. You have to lose it. Now, I'm not saying Black Friday is against the Lord, but the reason why you go to these Black Friday events is because you're trying to get the cheapest thing because you're trying to buy something for a birthday or actually for Christmas because Black Friday is usually ain't it like usually in November or October, like it's usually towards the end of the year.
The day after Thanksgiving.
Yeah, see, the day after Thanksgiving, and it's like, man, December coming up, I gotta get this before December. Ain't gonna be no more deals. So you have to fight in order to get a deal on a TV or a game system because you are trying to appease your son or your daughter for Christmas. Now the scripture says, "He who loves son of read it right there."
And he that son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me.
If you listen, you can't put away that Christmas for Christ, for Christ's sake, and He died for you, man. You're not worthy of Him. You're not. You don't deserve it. You don't deserve His sacrifice that He made for you if you're not willing to sacrifice for Him. See, everybody always got their hand out, but they never trying to give. See, brotherhood is about giving. But if you're not giving nothing, but you always want to receive, then that ain't brotherhood, man. Not on your part. You are being unbrotherly to Christ. And you always want the mercy, but you ain't trying to give nothing in return. Keep reading.
And he that taketh not his cross and followeth after me is not worthy of me.
He who do what?
He that taketh not his cross.
Taketh not his cross. What is that talking about? All those things that come with following after Christ. All those burdens, those trials and tribulations and being persecuted for His name, being suffering, coming through this truth, to this walk of life. That's what he's talking about. Bearing that cross, making that sacrifice. If you're not worthy to make that sacrifice, then guess what? And follow after Christ, then you're not worthy of Him. You understand? Give me Mark 3:31. If you're not willing to do that, then you're not worthy of Christ, man. Christ didn't die for you. He died for those who are willing to make that sacrifice for Him. That's what He died for. So, it's either you're going to barbecue or you're going to mildew, man. It's not hard. Go ahead.
Mark chapter 3, verse 31.
Now remember I asked the question, was Christ's mother around, was he around His mother? Was he, appeasing His mother? You understand? We're going to get the answer right now. Go ahead.
This is the book of Mark chapter 3, verse 31. There came then his brethren and his mother, and standing without, sent unto him, calling him. And the multitude sat about him, and they said unto him, Behold, thy mother and thy brethren without seek for thee.
So now, Christ's mom and his brethren came, to holler at him. Now, Christ was in the middle of doing what He do, like He's at camp, or he, he teaching, he in the midst of the people, teaching the people, and his mom coming over there to disturb him. That's like I'm at camp, and my mama pull up while I'm on the podium teaching, and she over here, she get the attention of, the brothers on Shamar, and say, hey, I want to talk to my son. Like, I'm not gonna leave the podium to come talk to you. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna finish my lesson because this is what I'm supposed to be doing. And this is the same thing Christ did. Go ahead.
Verse 33. And he answered, it was my brethren.
I don't know what's going on. It kind of went out.
And he answered them, saying, Who is my mother or my brethren?
Who is my mother or my brethren? So he like, look, y'all come to me telling me my mama and my brothers out here trying to, get my attention. But who is my mother and who is my brothers? Like, y'all already know. Go ahead.
34. And he looked round about on them which sat about him, and said, Behold, my mother and my brethren.
So he looked around, and he saw his brothers standing around on the podium, holding Shamar, and he looked around and said, look, this is my mother and my brothers right here. Like, if you're not following, if you don't love what I love, then you can't be my brother or my mother. If you don't love this truth, all the hard work I done put in this, if you see all the hard work I'm doing. You see the sacrifices I made. You see I'm not that old person no more. You see I'm a changed man. I'm a different creature. I'm a new creature. I'm actually, not sinning. I'm not in the streets. I'm not doing no manner of wickedness. You see, I've put my all into this. It's not a gimmick. It's not a phase. It's not, temporary. Because that's the first thing people that love you or people that, in your family, people in the world, that's what they think. They think this is just a phase that you're going through. They think this is just something, they just, they don't know what they talking about. They'll be all right. They're going to see that ain't what they want to do. They really going to come back to this weed, though. Because they know you for doing that all your life. So it's hard for them to believe that you really changed. But once they see that you have changed, once they see that they can't get you to do those things no more, your homeboys can't get you to go to the strip club no more, guess what they're going to do? They're going to slowly separate from you because they have nothing in common with you anymore because they're not trying to come into the truth. They're not trying to follow the law, statutes, and commandments of the Bible. So guess what? Y'all don't have nothing in common no more. So y'all slowly but surely stop messing with each other. And that's a good thing. You need that to happen. You need to weed out the bad in your life. Weed out, even if you love it. I know you love them, you love it, whatever it is. If it's bad, weed it out. The scripture says that if that right hand offend you, cut it off. You understand what I'm saying? You got to it's better to get rid of the things you love than to lose your life. Keep going.
Kanawakan 35. For whosoever shall do the will of God, the same is my brother and my sister and mother.
Whoever is going to follow these laws, whoever is going to sacrifice for me, whoever is going to stay in this truth, that's who is my mother and my brother. If you want to leave the truth, hey, listen, I don't know who you are no more. You're not my brother no more. You left. I don't want you to leave, but if you leave, you ain't my brother no more. You know what I'm saying? It's messed up, but I got to care about the ones who's sitting in class with me. I got to care about the ones who's actually, left behind to do the work of the Lord with me, who has to suffer with me. That's who I got to focus on. I can't focus on those who decide to drop their sword in the battlefield and left me behind to fight in this war. I can't focus on, my mother and my brothers and my sister in the world who want to live a life of wickedness. I can't focus on that. Now, I can teach them. I can tell them, hey, look, this is the right thing to do. This is the truth. This is what I found. This is real. And if they don't want to listen, okay, no sweat. Lord be with you. Now, does that mean you can't love them anymore? No. But you have to lose the things you love in order to live. So if that means losing your mother or losing a child or a wife or a husband, if that means losing that in order to follow after Christ, then so be it. Of course, nobody wants that, but you should want following the Lord more. Everybody understand? All right. Give me John 12 and 25.
Kanawakan. This is the book of John, chapter 12, verse 25. He that loveth his life shall lose it, and he that hateth his life in this world shall keep it unto life eternal.
Read it one more time.
Kanawakan. He that loveth his life shall lose it.
He that loveth his life shall lose it. If you love the things of this world, if you love, all the things that you live in your best life, you love the fame and the riches and the popularity, being a Instagram model and showing off your body to the world, you love going to the strip clubs, you love smoking that weed, you feel like ain't nothing going wrong in your life, everything good, guess what? You're going to end up losing your life. The Lord going to end up taking that from you. He's going to humble you. You're gonna die because you love your life so much. You love trying to follow the American dream, even though this quote-unquote American dream was not designed for Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians. Never. I don't care how much money you get. It's not designed for you. There's only a small portion of people who actually make it famous and make enough money, and then they're slaves to, the industry. It's horrible. You should see some of them stories that they tell you. You got to be a whole person that you really not. Look at 6ix9ine. He's a whole lie in order to accomplish the things that he got to accomplish. I've heard stories about what's that group that was under man, I don't know if not Chris, was it Chris Cross? Was it Chris Cross? One of them die. It was one of them died. One of them had them little man, was that Chris Cross? I think it was Chris Cross. Yeah, man, I heard stories about how they was getting molested and stuff. They had to go through these little rape rituals and stuff like that in order to, be famous, man. You hear a lot of those stories. Them women that you see them superstar, them artists, them female artists, you don't think they didn't start off blowing rod in order to get where they need to go? They going to the A&R office. You understand what I'm saying? They have to go in them A&R offices. Like, and I ain't talking about on a small level. I'm not talking about, a small town rapper that, only people in your neighborhood, know you. Or, only people in your city know. I'm talking about when you go mainstream. You got to go in that A&R office and blow damn near every rod up in the building in order to, just to let them hear your demo. Go ahead, Rom. You had something?
No, I think it was an immature. What was it? Raz B.
Yeah,
Like
it was that situation too. But I was specifically talking about one of them brothers that got destroyed, man. They was real destroyed, man. I think it was Chris Cross. Well, one of them died, and the other one is just kind of messed up. I think they got I don't know what's going, mental issues and stuff. I could be wrong. I don't know, but I definitely heard about Raz B too. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff, man. Like that stuff, is messed up. They got to go through all that. You got to get raped in your behind in order to be famous. Now, I'm not saying every last one of them go through. I don't know. But I know this is the things that I know, like certain artists, certain independent famous people. Because when you independent, you got your own money backing you, there's difference. But when you got to go to somebody to invest their money in you, you think they investing their money in you, and just in case you flop, you think they, no, you got to give up that behind. You got to give up you got to give up yourself, your soul. They own you now. You're their property. They got to make it back some kind of way. That's how they feel. And they're going to take you and do whatever they want with you, with whoever they want. And now you're going to be destroyed for the rest of your life just because, you know how degrading that is? Some people never recover from that. That's why you see the Lindsay Lohans and them just get on drugs and, be thrown off for the rest of their life, man. The Olsen twins. They was probably getting molested as little kids. Now, at the end of the day, that's their business. Whatever they, that ain't, they not my people. So, I'm not too. But look at the mother twins. Mari, the Mari twins. Yeah, they was since little kids too. Disney, all them Disney Channel kids, all them Disney Channel kids. Look at what's his name? That crazy. He real crazy now. He used to be on That's So Raven, I think. Orlando Brown. Right. Look at all that. Look at Raven.
Right.
They destroyed. That ain't, listen, I grew up, I had a crush on Raven.
Right.
I ain't gonna lie. I was like, man, I like me some Raven. It was her and what's the old girl that was on one Kyla Pratt. But when you look at them now, you can just tell they youth was messed up. Ain't no telling what they had to do, man. Raven is a whole, I don't know what the hell wrong with her. She a whole butch. You understand what I'm saying? Thinking she it turned, they get molested like that as kids and now they turn gay or they turn crazy. Look at Orlando Brown is literally throwed the hell up. He was smoking crack at one point. Homeless. That's what that stuff do to you. If you're not strong enough to handle that, because you got to live with that. You got to replay that over and over in your mind, these men taking advantage of you and just doing whatever they want to you. Think about that. That's gonna make that's gonna make you lose your mind. You know what I'm saying? Or you're going to eventually start liking it, and you're going to be gay. That's crazy, man. We got, where we at?
Oh, you want to go to 26, sir?
Um,
If any man,
go ahead.
verse 26. If any man serve me, let him follow me.
Mm-hmm.
And where I am, there shall also my servant be.
Wherever the Lord is, wherever Christ is, the body, the one body, wherever that is, that's where you should be. You shouldn't be trying to be in the churches trying to serve the Lord, because the Lord don't dwell there. We already read like two classes ago. I don't know if it was last class. I think it was 2 classes ago where I taught about when I brought out the scripture where it says, "Howbeit the Most High dwelleth not in temples made with hands," and the Spirit of the Lord is within us. The Spirit of the Lord can't be within you if you out here doing wickedness. So we know they're not in the church, because it's all manner of wicked in the church. So wherever the Lord is, that's where you should be. If the Lord is here in this one body in the Isupk, I know that for sure. This is where you should serve the Lord. Go ahead.
If any man serve me, him will my Father honor.
You see that? If you serve Christ, then the Lord will honor you. That means when you get in that courtroom, you good. You gon' like the Lord is gonna have mercy on you. You just gotta serve Christ with diligence. Put in that work. Sacrifice. You understand what I'm saying? Give me 2 Corinthians 5:17. You have to make the sacrifice of destroying everything that old person in you came with. Like every lust-filled thing, every wicked thing, everything. You have to let it go. You can't just let go a little bit and try to keep a little bit. You have to let it all go. That's the only way you're gonna be successful. That's the only way you're gonna make it. You have to let it all go. Go ahead.
2 Corinthians.
2 Corinthians 5:17.
This is the book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 5, verse 17. Therefore, if any man be in Christ, he is a new creature.
Mm-hmm.
Old things are passed away.
Old things are passed away. No, you get to keep some things.
Old things are passed away.
Now you can love this part of the Bible but hate that part of the Bible.
Old things are passed away.
You can say, well, I can put away the shrimp, crab, and lobster, but I don't know about those multiple wives.
Old things are passed away.
You got to let go of that old person in you, that old person that's stuck on American society, that's stuck on how the white man has drilled into your brains on how they want you to live. You have to let that go. You have to. Your mind is dirty. Excuse me. Your brain is dirty from all the whitewashing that they've done to you. That whitewashing is dirt on your brain. So now you have to be what? If your brain is dirty, now you have to do what? Huh? If your brain is dirty, what do you have to do? If your clothes are dirty, what do you have to do? If your brain is dirty, what do you have to do? Say it in the microphone. I don't think it's on.
You have to wash it.
You have to be brainwashed. Give her a hand. If your brain is dirty, now you have to be brainwashed, because they use that term like it's a bad thing. Oh, you're brainwashed. Oh, that's a good thing when it comes to being brainwashed in the truth. Now, being brainwashed in any other capacity, I can't speak for. But being brainwashed into these scriptures and being brainwashed into the truth, that's a good thing. I love to hear it. Y'all, you brainwashed, Most High in Christ. That just warms my heart. I'm brainwashed. Yes. Y'all see it. I'm glad you can see it, because I sure put in a lot of work to get to where I'm at. I made sacrifices for this. So when you tell me that I'm in a cult and you tell me that I'm brainwashed, it just makes it all worth it. It lets me know that I'm shining such a light to where now you see this person who I've become. If you don't see a change, I'm not working hard enough. If there's no, like, if your friends ain't telling you constantly, you sure acting different. You different. Like, you just, you ain't the same person I knew. If they ain't telling you that, you ain't working hard enough. Work a little harder. And you should be getting it consistent. They should be telling you, like, just little, you could just see, they don't have to tell you directly that you're not the same person, but they could just act funny with you. Like, just like, you just, you know what, I'm gonna call you back. When they doing stuff like that, you know, yeah. Or your homeboy on the phone with you, all right, bro, well, you know, it was good talking to you. I'm gonna let you go. Normally, y'all be on the phone chopping it up, but you know what I'm saying, at least 30 minutes, like, yeah, bro, what's going on? What you getting into? Where you been? You been all right? Now it's like 5 minutes. Hey, bro, yeah, man, what's going on? What you doing this weekend? Shoot, man, I got camp. You know what I'm saying? I got camp. Like, first, see, in the world, you was like, shoot, I'm trying to go out, hit the strip club. You already know it's time to turn up. You understand what I'm saying? Now it's like, shoot, Saturday, man, you know, shit, I got this camp. You know what I'm saying? Camp, yeah. You know, we go out there teach. You know how to teach our people about. All right, bro, shoot, I'm gonna get back with you, man. You know, I'm just checking on you, and they hurry up and get out the phone with you. That means there's a change. They notice a change in you, so that's a good thing. Embrace that. That's what you got to do to make that sacrifice for Christ. Keep reading.
Behold, all things are become new.
All things. No. Some things.
All things.
Well, I can't change everything, but
all things.
All things. There is no but. All things become new. You have that old creature have to be gone and buried. That old creature have to die in order for you to live. That's the only way. You have to lose the things you love, even if you love yourself when it comes to your old ways. Even if you love doing those wicked things and, you know, following after the wrong people and eating abominations and just doing all manner. Yeah, do those things feel good? Yeah. Was it cool to go in a strip club and make it rain? Yeah. That was fun. You living a life. Smoking that weed, did it make you feel good? Yes. Of course. Drugs make you, yeah, that's what they're designed to do. They're designed to, you know, trigger those those endorphins in your brain. That's what they're made for. They're made to trick you into making you feel good, but only temporary. So I'm not gonna lie to you and say it didn't feel good to do drugs. Yeah, it felt good. But that was all manner of wickedness, and that's against the Lord. So the things that feel good to you are not the best for you. You understand what I'm saying? Those are the things that you got to lose. Those things you got to lose in order for you to live, man. If you want to live, you're gonna follow the priests and the prophets when they telling you. You're gonna like with Noah. It's crazy because they laughed at Noah. Noah was in the middle, and I always say this. Because it's just so perfect for what we do. Noah is in the middle of the forest, on land, building a big giant ship out of wood, and they looking at him like, what the hell is you doing? And he telling them, it's going to rain for 40 days and 40 nights. You better get yourself together, prepare. If you smart, you'll help me build this ark. They looking at him, man, it's going to rain. Like what Soulja Boy did when he got up. Rain?
Right.
Rain? Like, what is rain? Like, they don't know what the hell that is because they hadn't done it yet. But he telling them it's going to rain for 40 days and 40 nights. All right, you better prepare. It's going to flood. You're going to die out here. The Lord is going to come. His wrath is coming to this place. That's what a prophet does. A prophet warns the people. That's what we do every day, all day. And people laugh at us. People mock us. People do the same thing that they did to Noah. And what happened? When that rain started happening and them water started rising and it's up to here, now they banging on the ark. Please let us in, please. We sorry, we listen to you. Nah, I'm looking out the window like, yeah, that's tough. Ooh, damn. They about to drown right now. Dang. I can't even watch. That's their fault. Because once them doors closed on that ark, ain't no opening them. That's done. You know what I'm saying? I ain't open. You think I'm gonna open this thing and let this water in here? It's done for. Don't come crawling back now. You know, the prophets, and then it's a scripture. I'm going to paraphrase it because I can't go straight to it. I'll probably have it for y'all next week. But it talks about we only going to be out here for a short time. It's going to be a time when we're not out here no more to warn the people. The Lord is going to, make it to where we're not out here no more. And for a short time, I remember when COVID hit, we were not on the streets for a while. Remember that? We didn't get to go to camp for a while. And then when we finally went back out there, people were just flocking to us. Remember when we first came back out there? Everybody was just, where y'all been, man? We missed y'all. Well, yeah, y'all miss us now. Man, them peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, man, we sure missed. Now y'all miss the prophets. But when we were out here, y'all, you come get your sandwich and you don't even get a flyer. And you just walk away and, or you throw the flyer down just so you can get a sandwich. But when we're not out here, now all of a sudden, y'all miss us. That's how it's going to be, too. It's going to be a time where we're not out here. And we're not out there to warn the people. Because the time is going to be, the Lord is going to see fit that it's not time to do that no more. We done did enough. So, it's best to take heed to what the prophets are saying while you have a prophet in your. And if you got a prophet, listen, if you got a prophet teaching you, even if you trying to come into the truth or you trying to find your way, it's best to really take heed to what that prophet is saying. If you got a man in the Isupk teaching you and showing you what you need to be doing, that's the Lord showing you. Anything that priest and prophet is telling you, that's the Lord telling you. It's a reason why that man that didn't popped up in your life some kind of way. It's a reason. You better take heed to it, because not everybody, and you should be grateful, because not everybody has that opportunity. Not everybody got a priest and prophet in their ear telling them, hey, look, this is what you should do. Because the scripture says many are called, but how many are chosen? It's a lot chosen. Huh? Say it in the mic.
Few are chosen.
It's a few that are chosen. Many are called, though. Only a few are chosen. So be thankful and be grateful if you got a priest and prophet in your ear telling you the way you should walk. And you should take heed, because if you don't, then the Lord, give me, I think I might be I'm going to get to that later on. Give me, matter of fact, yeah, give me that now. Give me Hebrews 10 and 26. This is gonna be my last. It's gonna be my last one. Unfortunately, we kind of started a little late. We started a little late, so I'm gonna have to end it a little early. But it's perfect to end it on this, because if you got a prophet in your ear, if you got somebody, or you just watching classes. If you watching classes, or you tuning in to the Isupk and the Commander General Yohana, it's a reason why. And you shouldn't just take it for granted. You shouldn't just take it like, oh, you know what, I hear what they talking about, but I'm just gonna do what that song was back in the day. I forgot who sung it. Was it Jeezy? Where he said, "You just do you, I'ma do me, I'ma do me." You remember that? Yeah. All right. You know what I'm saying? You feel that way if you want to. You telling the priest and prophet, you just do you, and I'ma do me. All right. The Lord gonna do him then. The Lord gonna do him, and he gonna and you gonna see the destruction that's gonna come up into you, into your life. So you better take heed. Read the scripture.
Khan. This is the book of Hebrews, in verse 26.
Mm-hmm.
For if we sin willfully, after that we have received the knowledge of the truth.
No, it says if we sin willfully after fully committing to the truth.
After we have not received the knowledge of the truth.
No, you got to come into the Isupk.
After that we have received the knowledge of the truth.
See, this is what people don't fail to realize. They feel like, well, if I don't join that group, then I ain't got to worry about whatever come towards me, because I ain't in that. I don't believe in that. That don't mean that it don't apply to you. See, Israelite is not a religion. Israelite is it's a nationality by blood. You're born an Israelite. It's not you don't have a choice in the matter. If your father is black, Hispanic, or Native Indian, or black, Latino, or Native Indian, then you don't have a choice in the matter. If your father came, or father's father, or his lineage descend from those on those slave ships or those indigenous to this land over here, then you are an Israelite. And you don't have a choice. So you should follow your God. Because all these other people, they don't, do you see any Arabs putting up a fuss about following their God? No. They understand, look, I'm born into this Muslim stuff. This is my religion. My God is Allah. They follow Allah. That's their God. No sweat. Asians. Do Asians put up a fight about following their religion? No. They follow Buddhism. They follow Buddha. That's their God. The big, fat, bald-headed baby, grown baby, that's who they follow. Because that's what he is, a big old grown baby. Only thing you're missing is a diaper. You understand what I'm saying? That's who they worship. Buddha. The East Indians, who they worship? Hinduism. Their God is Shiva. You understand what I'm saying? That's their God. Africans, they got many gods. Hell, they worship cows and stuff. They let cows pee on them and stuff. They don't tell them what, they got mud gods and boo-boo gods. I don't know what the hell they worshiping over there. They got all types of stuff that they worship. Africans, they weird. It's a lot here. You understand? But they have their own God. Did I miss anybody? Y'all get the point. All these other nations have their own God. Well, we are Israelites. We have our own God too. Our God is the God of the Bible, the living God. You understand? The Most High, Yahweh in the Hebrew. That's our God. So when are we going to serve our God? When are we going to worship our God and stop worshiping these other gods? They're not ours. They don't do nothing for you because they're not for you. Why are you going to even pray to a God and worship a God that he ain't for you? He don't care about you. You're not his people. Our God cares about us and not them. So what you think about their God? Their God don't care about you either. Think about it. So worship your God. You understand what I'm saying? It's not you coming into the truth. It says if you willfully sin after receiving the knowledge. So if a priest and a prophet has told you, hey, this is what the Bible say, when you hear that, you're in trouble now. Now you got to get right. Because if a priest say, hey, this is what the Bible say, it's right here, I can show you. It says it right there, boo, 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 Deuteronomy chapter such and such, and they read that to you, and they tell you, hey, look, you got to put that away. That ain't, if you don't listen to that at that point, read what it says. If we sin willfully after we have received the knowledge,
there remaineth no more sacrifice for sins.
No, Christ still died for you on the cross if you believe in your heart and confess with your mouth.
There remaineth no more sacrifice for sins.
But you saved automatically if you just get dipped in the water.
There remaineth no more sacrifice for sins.
Well, the Bible says there remaineth no more sacrifice for sins, meaning ain't no dipping in the water, ain't no confessing with your mouth and believing in your heart. Ain't none of that gonna work because you received the knowledge of the truth. Now, when them Isupk prophets talk to you, now you done received the knowledge of the truth. What you gonna do with it? Now you got to barbecue a meal, dude. You got to lose the things you love in order to live, because if you don't, there remaineth no more sacrifice for sins. That's what the scriptures say now. You don't have to believe me. You don't have to listen to me, but they didn't listen to Noah, and look what happened to them. You know what I'm saying? They didn't listen to, it was people that didn't listen to them. Look, they got, our people, we so crazy, we came came straight from Egypt and went into the wilderness and built a calf, a golden calf. That's how stiff-necked we are. We go worship another God right after the God of our God proved that he was real by delivering us out of the hands of our enemies. We got to get right, man. The only way we going to get right is if we actually follow this Bible. And, I was at a point where, I wasn't all the way. And I'm not saying if you can question some things. No, you can definitely, this is being introduced to you for the first time. You're receiving the knowledge. You can have questions. Just because you question something and just because you are in the process of trying to let it go, right? So, that whole Christianity talking about, oh, the Lord knows your heart. How he know your heart if you ain't even trying? Like, you ain't, like, the Lord, like the scriptures say that his thoughts are not our thoughts. You understand what I'm saying? So all that he knows your heart, he ain't trying to hit no in between. But if you are at least coming to class. I would rather for a person to be still smoking and still doing that wicked stuff, but still coming to class because you are trying. You are seeking, the truth. And you may not necessarily know that this is the truth for you because you've been indoctrinated into the white man society. That's understandable. But if you just completely blow off what the priests and prophets are saying, this definitely applies to you. For if you willfully sin after receiving the knowledge, there remain no more sacrifices for sin. You understand? So I'm going to leave it at that. With that, make sure you pay your tithes to the men of the Lord and the ISUPK. Go to www.isupk.com. 10% of whatever increase that you may have, it shouldn't go to the Christian church because the Christian church are not servicing the people. They're actually doing a disservice to the people. They're leading the flock astray. You understand what I'm saying? They're leading the people astray. All right? So your 10% should not go to help Creflo Dollar get a new Rolls Royce or help TD Jakes or help, this damn devil, these devils, Olstein and what's the other, Copeland. You understand what I'm saying? You helping out a whole nother nation of people that definitely don't give a damn about you. So your money shouldn't be going into the church. Your money should be going to Commander Junior Hunter because Commander Junior Hunter got prison programs geared to the black community, black and Hispanics and Native Indians. He got food programs geared towards your people. Like he put his people first. Now, we don't hate. It ain't about hating nobody else. We put our love, we invest our love in our people. And it's just, we got so many people and we got so much love to give to our people because our people really need it. So it's just not enough love to go around. That ain't our fault. But we put our love in our people first. That's what matters. You know what I'm saying? We need to focus on home. We need to focus on loving our people first. You understand? That's what we need to focus on. And if we give our love to our people, stop being silly. If we give our love to our people, then we wouldn't have enough love to give to no other nations. Because no other...
They're here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment, out of the book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21, and Malachi, chapter 3, verse 8 through 10. Means tenth in the Hebrew, Mayasharah, 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory, whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations is a memorial of blowing of trumpets, which is the first day of the 7th month, which is Monday, September 6, 2021, out of the book of Leviticus, chapter 23, verse 24 through 25. If anyone wants to become a trooper in the school to start wearing all black, boots, shirt, pants, headband, or scarf. And those are the security announcements. We have one more announcement. Brothers and sisters, Google search the school and request directions prior to departure to school. Once arrived, click the website button and also call the Google number. If you have pictures, you can upload them there. And that concludes all announcements.
All right, with that, Amajim, which means to stand, we're going to give one courtesy salute to the brothers. Men of Israel, Amajim Shabbat, Amajim, Barak, Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shah, Brakatah, Yazamatah, Sar. We're going to give one courtesy salute to the sisters. Men of Israel, Amajim Shabbat, Amajim, Barak, Yahweh Shemal Latah, Hashem, Yahweh Shah. Yazamatah, dismissed. Most High in Christ.